Hello boys and girls, Miss Holloway here. We are moving into topic 11. We are going to be learning geometry, and before each lesson in topic 11 we are going to be introducing you to some vocabulary words, and that's what this lesson is about. We're going to learn some vocabulary words, and then attached to this video is a Kahoot for you to play. So we're going to start with the first vocabulary word, which is point. A point is an exact position or location. And to show a point, you just draw a dot. We're going to have some hand motions to go with this, and the hand motion for point is just to use your fist. So you may use a point to label a number line, or you may use a point to label a polygon, like that. So it's an exact position or location. The next word I'm going to teach you is line. A line is a straight path that extends infinitely in opposite directions. A line looks just like a number line. A line has arrows at the end to signify that it goes on and on forever and ever. So our hand motion for that is going to be our arms out with our palms out and our hands out, making arrows with our hands. So that is a line. The next one is a line segment. A line segment is just part of a line with two endpoints. And that looks like this. Instead of it having arrows, it has endpoints or two dots. That would be like just taking a portion of this line out and showing you a bigger view of it. So our motion for that is going to be a line with just fists instead of your hands being out to make arrows. Make fists. All right, the next one is parallel lines. Parallel lines are two lines that never cross or intersect. You see these parallel lines in a lot of things. You might see them as railroad tracks, or maybe the lights that run across the ceiling, or bricks on your home. So they're lines that never ever intersect, meaning they never cross one another. Those are parallel lines, and they can go diagonal, they can go vertical, they can go horizontal. Our motion for parallel lines, arms all the way up, or you can do this, or down, but they're never going to cross. Keep your hands out to make arrows. And the next one is intersecting lines. Intersecting lines are lines that intersect at one point or they cross. So these are kind of the opposite of parallel. Intersecting lines are going to cross at one point. So it could look like that. Another version, it could actually cross at any point and at any angle, any diagonal, as long as it's just crossing at one point. Just like that. So our motion for intersecting lines, just like this, like that, like this, however you want to do it, your arms just need to cross or intersect. And the last word that is actually not part of lesson 1, but you will need it for the next one, and I just kind of wanted to introduce it to you here, is perpendicular lines. And perpendicular lines are lines that intersect at one point to form right angles. Now, what is a right angle? A right angle, which you'll learn about angles later, but a right angle measures 90 degrees, or it just looks like the square of a corner. For example, this sheet of paper has 4 right angles. It's almost like you could fit the corner of a piece of paper in the corner of a rectangle or a square, and it measures a 90-degree angle. So when you draw perpendicular lines, they are going to be forming right angles and no other angles. So there's a square here. You can make a square out of that side. This this angle, and this angle. Now, if you had lines like this, you cannot fit the corner of a paper into that exactly. So those do not create right angles. This would be intersecting lines. This would be perpendicular lines. So our motion for perpendicular is just straight up and down, straight side to side to make those right angles. Okay, let me show you one more example, and I'll show you the difference between right angles and other angles, which you will learn later. All right, that is a right angle because it has a square corner. And we can signify that's 90 degrees by drawing that little box. Okay, an angle that looks like this is not a right angle because it's actually smaller than 90 degrees. And we'll learn that kind of angle later. And then this angle is larger than 90 degrees, so it's not a right angle because you cannot draw a square corner. Okay, and those are your vocabulary words for Lesson 1.